rolling train that is the midterms continues. We bring back Newsmax White House correspondent John Gizzi and senior media analyst for the Washington Free Beacon, Stephen Gutowski, to see where we stand in the various discourses. John, I'm going to start with you right now. Let me talk a little bit about Nancy Pelosi here. We've talked so much about getting away from Barack Obama, but now we even have some ads. As a matter of fact, it's Gwen Graham, one of the Democratic Party's top recruits, says in a recent TV ad, shows a photo of John Boehner and Nancy Pelosi, saying that both the Democrats and the Republicans are to blame here. So do you now buy this as well, that some of the Democrats believe they've not only going to distance Obama, but Pelosi and everybody they possibly can from the old guard in Washington?
Well, I think so, and I think that's also going to lead to a clarion call among the next Democratic House to try and find some younger, fresher faces as leaders, aside from Minority Leader Pelosi and Minority Leader Steny Hoyer. They've been on the scene for a long time, and I know I was a young reporter with dark hair when they were both elected for the first time, and that speaks volumes. So I think you will see what one is also seeing on the Republican side of the aisle, which is a search for fresher, more telegenic faces who probably aren't as well known and easy to dislike as the people who are there now.
Stephen, from your side of things, do you feel as if the Democrats have pushed the panic button here in many ways? They're moving a lot of money around right now to support other candidates. You've got this, you've got the president working here. It does seem as if the button's right at hand.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, right now, essentially the president is on a travel lockdown. There's many states that he can't even visit, because if he went there, first of all, the candidates like Udall and Hagan wouldn't want to appear with him. And then if he went there and they didn't appear with him, that's a story, because they're snubbing him. I think you're seeing a lot of basically running away from key Obama positions and key Obama accomplishments, like Obamacare, with Warren. Most of these vulnerable Democrats like Warner and Udall and Hagan, and there's so many, they're essentially saying, that we like very small parts of Obamacare, but and we want to emphasize those things. We don't want to talk about all the canceled plans and all of the new taxes and regulations that come along with it.
I got about 90 seconds. Go ahead, John. First, I'm coming to you. Bruce Braley versus Joni Ernst. They're very close race to call, but now there's some ethics problems perhaps with Joni Ernst and her family's construction company here. That's been brought up here. What do you think of this race? Where's it going?
Ernst by 5 to 10 points. I did a whole analysis of it for Newsmax online on Monday. And again, what people are seeing is that Bruce Braley was never able to overcome being Mr. Malaprop. He said that if Republicans took control of the Senate, the chairman of the Judiciary Committee would be a farmer who's never been to law school. Well, that's the Hawkeye State's beloved senior senator, Chuck Grassley, whom he apologized for. He had a dispute with his neighbors in Holiday Lake, Iowa, over chickens that wander in his property, complained to the Holiday Association, and as Joni Ernst said in their debate, you say you can work with Republicans across the aisle, but you can't work with chickens who cross your property. That line, I think, has pretty much ended it, and Bruce Braley is flailing right now.
All right, Stephen Gutowski, I only got about 15 seconds here. You can't be chicken on this one because you got to get out on Twitter and do it here. You predicting the Republicans take back and get everything done?
Yeah, I think we'll see the Republicans take the Senate. They could even win in Virginia, I think.
All right, just making sure. And John Gizzi, to you as well, while we're here, I know that you and I are going to talk an awful lot between now and then. You're still confident, are you not?
If the election were held today, Republicans would make a net gain of precisely 8 seats, making it 53 to 47.
And suddenly all the Democrats are very unhappy with what we've just discussed, but then again, they may be more unhappy in a few weeks. Stephen Gutowski, John Gizzi, pleasure, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Ed.
All right, next hour here on MidPoint, America and now the world reacts to the first death from Ebola here in the United States. And after the break, it's the place where special people reside. It's Outland. There's something about college football and a fan you gotta hear to believe.